Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy Jose and I'm coming back to you with another weekly devotional. Man, let's jump right to it. Today I want to focus on Genesis 22. That's Genesis 22 starting with verse 1, y'all. This blew my mind. Like, I've always heard the story about Abraham, but it hit differently. That's why it's so important to continually be in the Word, because even though we know what John 3:16 says front, like the back of our hand, or Philippians 4:13, or Romans 8:28, like we know all these verses, we know all these Bible stories, but there's something about revisiting those. Honestly, revisiting them every week, every month, every year, because it's always going to hit differently. We all enter different seasons, and our perspective shifts, our perspective changes. And so for me, reading the story about Abraham sacrificing his son Isaac just hit differently once again, as it usually does, because how can a man sacrifice his son? And to me, I was like, man, Abraham had a lot of faith. But this time it hit me differently, because now I'm like, Abraham, it was more than just his faith. It was his fear for the Lord. He feared God. Fears like, oh my gosh, we stay away from that person and we fear them. But this is more of a fear of respect, man. Like, God in the snap of a finger can shut this whole world down. In the snap of a finger, the seas will calm down. In the snap of a finger, and just him sending out his words, things can shift in less than a second. Yeah, God is also, he's gracious, he's merciful, he's sovereign, but he's also righteously angry. He's a jealous God, and he hates sin. For Abraham, let's go to Genesis 22. It says Abraham tested. Sometime later, God tested Abraham, and he said, Abraham. Abraham responds, here I am, here I am. Then God said, take your son, your only son, whom you love, Isaac, and go to the region of Moriah. Sacrifice him there as a burnt offering on a mountain that I will show you. That just right there is like, what? Let's keep reading. So early the next morning, Abraham got up, and he took his squad with him. He took his squad with him. So he had his son, and he had two other guys with him. So early the next morning, Abraham got up, loaded his donkey. So thank God we don't got to be using donkeys to get around, because who knows how long that takes. You can get on the interstate, go 75 miles an hour. With donkey, who knows how far this mountain was. But he got up early the next morning. Some of us struggle to even get up at 7 to get in the Word or read the Bible or pray. He took him 2 of his servants and his one son Isaac. So then on the 3rd day, Abraham looked up and saw the place in the distance. He said to his servants, stay here with the donkey while I and the boy go over there. We will worship, then we will come back to you. Y'all, this man made a promise to his servant that no one else would have been able to keep. He knew he was going up there to sacrifice his son, yet he told his servants, stay right here. Both of us are gonna come back. We're gonna go up and worship, and then we coming back. Ooh, that's a word, y'all. What are you not willing to sacrifice? When we sacrifice the things that we value the most for God, that's a form of worship. Too many of us are holding on to things too tightly. We're like, God, you can touch that, you can touch that, you can touch that over there, but don't touch this. Don't touch what I'm holding on to. And it's some things that we gotta let go of. Some things we gotta get rid of. Let's keep going. So Abraham took the wood with him, and his son is like, Dad, all right, so we have the wood, the fire, but where's the sacrifice? And Abraham said, our God will provide. So we skim down to verse 9. When he reached the altar, Abraham tied his son up and laid him there. Then he reached out his hand and pulled out a knife to slay his son. But the angel of the Lord appeared, and he said, Abraham, Abraham, here I am, he replied. This is the second time Abraham says, here I am, immediately. He doesn't kind of roll his eyes like, what y'all want now? He says, here I am, when God called. He says, "Here I am," when the angel calls. "Do not lay a hand on the boy," said the angel. "Do not do anything to him. Now I know that you fear God, because you have not withheld from him your son, your only son." Y'all, I'm gonna just stop right there. That's all. That's it. So my prayer to you today, this week, spend this weekend recalibrating, reevaluating, doing some inventory in your heart. What are some things you haven't let go of that you need to let go of? Who is somebody that you need to let go of? Think about it. And as you pray, ask God to give you the strength, because it's hard to let go of things that we love but shouldn't be there. And it's hard to let go of things that we love that should be there, but we want to control it. We want to control it. Y'all, in this game of this Christian life, the Bible talks about keeping your eyes on the prize. So in this race, we have nothing to lose. All we do is win. Why? Because everything that we have never belonged to us in the first place. So we have nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. Jesus laid down his life for you and me. So God bless you. I love you. Hit me up. Find us at mykeepingon.org. Follow us on Instagram. Send me a direct message. Let's fight together. Until next time.